Well, folks, as I decided to burn today, it's not supposed to rain till later tonight, and hopefully not supposed to rain that much, but I am in Mississippi, so you never know. Got me a hay bale and some go juice. I'm going to put that in a bucket and put some diesel on it and carry that around here. Get ready to dig the hole. First, I'm gonna put the brush cutter back on and go back there and take out a little bit more on that back side, and then I will start digging the hole and hopefully get some smoke rolling. I got the tree line cut back a little bit more. That's actually farther than I said I was going to go, but so where the excavator is, and then kind of back that way, I'm going to dig my pit. I got my 36-inch bucket on, so let me see if I got any YouTube magic left. Alright, that worked. Got the hole dug, and they got me a channel cut in the center. I'm going to try a little something different. It may work, it may not. Cut me a channel through the center and then out the side, and then of course on the two ends here. Just trying stuff. Kind of wish I'd have had the 24-inch bucket on to cut the one in the center, because I'm afraid all my stuff's gonna lay right in the center of that. But anyway, the idea is to get air up under the fire until it gets really hot, and then, you know, it really won't matter. But alright, I'm gonna set my hay bale on fire and throw her in the hole. Get going. Kind of hope the wind don't. I need it to keep going that way. All right, I'm gonna sit here and see if the fire will get started. So I got the fire's going. Well, not really. It's about to be though. I dumped some fluid on it just a minute ago and put some more stuff on it, and I just poured it in my bucket here. We'll let that down there on that fire. I can see she'll get going in just a second. Stuff drip down there on that fire, on the flames I can see, and then it should take off. There it goes. That should get it hot enough that it'll pick up and take off. I think what I'm gonna do now, I want to get all this stuff right here out of my way, that way I can clear up in that little nook there by that old shed or whatever it is. My goal today is to at least get the Big Daddy pine up there on the ground and hope maybe on the fire. I know it's got one, maybe two decent logs in it that I'll cut them out and set them out. That way I don't have to burn all that, and then I can cut them for stack sticks or something. The rest of it ain't no count, so I at least want to get all this stuff kind of right in front of that tree, down on the ground, and most of that big pine on the fire today. That's my goal. Alright, so I'm waiting on the fire to kind of get going good. I'll come up here and do a little more clear, and that way I got kind of a straighter shot in and out. I don't have to keep running through the same old ruts. Gotta get stuff out of the way too to lay this big tree down. Trees, you gotta kind of be careful with them. They like to break a little too easy. I don't like separating the stump from them if I can help it. Messing up my plan to push with the skid steer if I keep making my piles too big. I get impatient. The wind, you can see my smoke back there. The wind just kind of swirling. It's still wet everywhere, so about fire breaking out, but it does make it aggravating when you're trying to sit next to the fire and feed it and the smoke keeps blowing on you. Tell on camera, but while I'm sitting here moving, like my whole machine is just twisting the tracks because of the mud I'm sitting on. It's like the trees are coming out easy, but then again, you can't sit still. So it's kind of a trade-off. About the wind blowing is the ground will dry up a lot faster. It's kind of warm today, so every little bit's going to help, but then again it's supposed to start raining again tonight, so really ain't gonna make a difference, I don't think. It'll be about mid-August before stuff dries out probably. From a drought to a month. See how much I'm rutting the ground up just sitting there. I enjoy land clearing with this machine. Small stuff. It's fast and agile. Kind of wish I wouldn't break the tree all to pieces. I just wish I had a better thumb. I had a guy email me the other day. He got a Let's Dig style thumb on his Mini X, and I really like it. It changed the whole geometry of his machine. He sent me some pictures and stuff of the difference. It seemed like it was a lot better. Get a lot more use out of a machine that way too. I just don't understand why Caterpillar and these manufacturers don't already. It's like they just rather you get a thumb from somebody else, and I just don't understand it. Why limit your machine that you produce and let somebody else make it better? Just the more I think about it, the more pissed off I get about it. It's just ignorant. But anyway, alright, I'm going to take down a couple more of these trees, kind of straight in line with the fire, and then check on the fire, see how it's doing. I may start pushing with a skid steer, but if I can't feed the fire, then that's kind of pointless too. So, alright y'all, she's coming along pretty good, I think. Finally got the fire hot. I really need to go back there and stack it back up a little more, but can't really see it. It took a minute to get it going, but I've about got everything cleared away from the big tree right here. It's got a little bit more here and a little more here, but it ain't gonna take just a minute. But I've got quite a bit of stuff laying everywhere. So what I think I'm gonna do, I got some bigger trees down right there. They're probably gonna be, may have to chainsaw them, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire up my dozer here, put the bucket on it, and see if I can't push some of this stuff up. Yeah, that's actually working pretty good. It's working better than I thought it was. I thought this bigger pile was gonna give me fits, but it's actually pushing it pretty good. So it's gonna make things a lot better. My fire needs to be restacked and should be hot enough now I can really pile it on. So once I get this a little closer, I'll jump in the excavator and come down here and start stacking on the fire. But yeah, who needs a dozer? I'm just kidding, Rowdy Randy, calm down. It don't compare to a dozer. Alright, so I'm down here now getting pushed up the rest of the stuff. Got a little bit of dirt in it. I mean, it's not too bad, and it wouldn't even be that bad if it just wasn't so dadgum muddy. Basically just pushing up the ruts and stuff, tracking back and forth. If it was dry, then that would have definitely been a lot better than tracking the stuff back and forth with the excavator, that's for sure. I'm gonna get this stuff piled on here and give me some room to work. I'm just kind of shaking it out too. It would probably be really bad if I wasn't burning it immediately and it had time to sit here and got rained on, and then all that dirt kind of really settled down in it. It would probably just made things a lot worse pushing it up like that. But I think it's going to be all right. I know that skid steer, it ain't a dozer by no means, but that son of a gun is stout. Interested to see what it could really do if I had a different type blade on it, or I think a big, like one big root rake type blade on it would definitely be, I think, pretty usable. Something to kind of sift the dirt out and get a wider and taller push. Maybe worth kind of looking into. I don't know. I'll tell y'all what, the price of dozers are just stupid. Just something that you basically just push dirt with. That fire's hot, you can see right there. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. Yeah, she's going good. That's the top fire now. You can just sit here and feed it and it'll eat it as soon as you put it on there. So alright, I'm gonna sit here and work on this. I'd like to get all this on the fire today and at least get the majority of that big tree on the fire and be letting it burn through the night. So I'm almost there. Okay, I got everything on the ground that I need to. I still got just this little stuff right here pushed up there. I already stacked the fire up one time really good. Now I got another pile pushed up there I need to start laying on there. But now it's time for Big Daddy here. Let me show y'all, give you a reference. The wind's blowing like crazy too. I'm gonna hug it before I take it down. I'm gonna say this is going to be the biggest tree, not the tallest, but probably the biggest around this excavator's tried to tackle. So Man, that wind's whooping. I'm gonna set y'all up back here on the time lapse. Y'all, I'm about ready to push on a little bit. The tree's pretty crooked, so it's kind of growing towards me and then to the right, and then I don't even think she's even close to being ready to go. I just wanted to push on it and see. I'm gonna have to cut around it a good bit more. It's gonna have so much clay holding on to it. It's gonna be tough, that's for sure. It's gonna make it that much more dangerous too. Let me cut around it some more. Alright, I dug out around it a good bit some more, and I've been kind of pushing on it to see what it's gonna do. And she may go. She's wanting to. If I could get some more traction under me, I think I could. I know I could get it to go, but what I don't want it to do is come back on me, of course, but dig around them that much. It kind of gets a little uneasy. There she goes. Boy, she's wanting to so bad. I'm afraid when I come back off of it, it's wanting to come back to me. Come on, buddy. Teeth out of it now. There we go. I'll reach up a little bit higher in it. She is just almost past the tipping point. What's holding it is all that weight on the root ball from all that clay. That's what makes these so aggravating in this area. There she goes. There she goes. Go on down, big girl. Oh, the 306 did her again. That's a big tree, y'all. Big tree. Oh, I apologize for the wind, but this thing right here, this is a dang tree. I'm gonna try to get a lot of that mud off before I start cutting it up, but I'm probably gonna cut here, probably right past those 3 or 4 branches there, and then the rest of it's gonna go on the fire. I'd like to get at least the top of this tree on the fire before I leave today, so I got about 2 hours before dark, so let me get to work. All right, I got the stump cut off. I got the one log cut out of it that I wanted. Let's see how big this thing is. Guess I could count the rings too. Let's see. Widest point here. So it's 2 foot, 2.5 feet, 2 foot, 2 foot 9 inches. So ever how many inches that is. I'm gonna count the rings in it real quick so I can see it. I don't think it's that old, but so this tree is very deceiving. This tree is only 28 years old. That's crazy. Y'all can see how much growing it did between years. Of course, that's typical when they are out in the open field, so they got room to grow. All right, well, I'm just about to call it a day. I need to get all this on the fire real quick and get this log out of the way. Well, it got dark on me, but I got kind of what I needed to on the fire. It was rolling pretty good, but I got that stump rolled off in there, and the bigger logs piled up on it, so just kind of let that burn down through the night. It's probably gonna start raining in any minute, so. And also, I don't know if I'll be able to get back over here tomorrow or not, because I got called in to do some emergency repairs at a factory there in town, so kind of messes me up on this, but they pay me too good not to show up, so probably be back here this weekend, not sure yet. Oh yeah, today's Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day.